All right, guys, how you doing? We've been telling you to bring you a video on our American Guinea Hogs that we just got, and so this is the video. We've been trying to get the pigs to work with us to be in frame right now, and they're not. We got 3 of them laying down behind us, though. I don't know how well you can see them. We've got the sun in our eyes. We started the pigs out over here. We had the yellow netting around here, and they tore this up for us, and then we got some garlic, and then we ended up planting some garlic here. You can tell they did a great job tearing this up for us. And then we got the other netting once our meat birds are all done and processed, and we extended them out for the rest of the garden. We have always set up pig pens so that the area, most of the area where we interact with them are hog panels. That way we're not getting zapped. But this is the netting that we keep our meat birds in every year, that our meat birds free range in every year. So here's a really cool thing about these pigs, or these piglets. We got these from a buddy of ours that we met at our hoot nanny last year. Our good friends John and Heather at our Hodgepodge Homestead are very good friends with this John and his wife that we got the pigs from.
Yes.
Is that confusing yet? Anyways, I saw that this John had these piglets for sale, so I contacted him. And it turns out that these piglets are the offspring of these piglets are from, I believe it was Homestead Dad's boar.
I think so.
And our Hodgepodge Homestead's sow. That this John now has both of them. Anyways, small world. We weren't even going to do pigs this year because we had quite a bit of pork. But then
we ran out of beef. So we started using pork. Now we're running out of pork.
So we realized these American Guinea Hogs are going to take a while to grow. And so they're not actually probably the best quick, fast answer to getting some pork. But we had a buddy that, a friend of ours had piglets, and so we went and got them. All right. Jenny brought some goodies for the piggies. Pick, 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 pick. They found something interesting over there. Salivating. What does they got? That's kind of where I was laying with them yesterday. Oh, they're he is salivating. What does they got? I don't want to get too close to this netting. Maybe they're just digging. Uh-oh. Mama's going in to investigate. What do they got there, Mom?
I don't really know what's going on here.
Is there something there? Oh, so here's what Jenny found. Kind of looks like, you know, put your boot by what we're looking at here. Well, there's a couple piles. Almost looks like this pig is not feeling good. Like he kind of threw up a little bit, which I don't think I've ever, not that it's never happened, but I don't think I've ever noticed a pig throwing up.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like he was eating and then was spitting it back out. Come here, piggy.
Is that the one?
I think so.
He's not feeling good. We might have to keep an eye on him. Maybe even take his temperature. Oh, well.
He says, no, thank you. Don't do that.
We have not been noticing any diarrhea or nothing.
No.
These pigs have been acting fantastically healthy.
And this morning, all 4 of them ate breakfast. No problem.
Oh, yeah. And they, from what you told me, they let you know that they were underfed.
Yeah. They were like, excuse me. I lost an ounce.
That's another thing.
Let the bacon do that.
I had originally put out this free feeder out here, but we haven't used it. We've actually been just feeding them a couple scoops of feed a day, and they have recently been letting us know that they really don't think they're getting enough. So we're upping it to more than that. But because they've also run out of the garden stuff to eat, they've pretty much tilled it all up and everything. So we need to get some hay in here for them, or over there when we move them, and start getting them adjusted to eating some hay and stuff too. So. Yep. Uh-oh. FedEx truck. It better pull into our driveway because we've been waiting. It is pulling into our driveway. Do you need to go? Yeah. We now bring you back to our regularly scheduled programming. The package has been found.
Yes.
We can continue with pigs.
Yay.
The package got lost today. The guy actually came here to deliver the package and said he didn't have it. And then he's like, oh, I must have put it at the wrong house. So he went and got it and brought it back.
Yep.
So we got these pigs when they're 8 weeks old. So we're trying to figure out a little math right now.
What day is it? So they're probably close to 20 weeks old now?
20 weeks? Yeah, we'll go with 20 weeks. So yeah, we know these pigs are going to take a while to grow out. But we are going to feed them pretty heavily. We know they're going to end up being a fattier pig. We probably won't get the hams and stuff. I'm thinking. I know the Alderman Farms, they also raise American Guinea Hogs, and they love them. Tommy says that's the best actual hamburger you could ever have. Oh, they're awesome.
They're so pudgy.
They are. And that's why when we go to harvest them, I'm expecting a lot of fat on them. There will be a lot of fat, but that means a lot that we can render.
Yeah.
I'm also guessing that means there's a lot of fat in the meat itself too.
Probably.
But we're enjoying them. Is this the one that you think's not feeling good?
Yeah.
Jenny made a good point also with that little bit of throw up that we found.
Assuming that's what it is.
Assuming that's what it is. It is what it looked like. I think Jenny's right. But the pig that was over there playing with it might not actually be the one that threw up. But did he seem okay or something?
No, I don't think he feels very good. I was originally thinking that his breathing might be a little bit labored, but
They're heavy breathers.
they are. No, he's breathing the same as him.
Yeah, they're heavy breathers.
Well, they got a lot of pudge. They got a lot.
They do.
To the touch, he doesn't feel hot, but that doesn't mean anything.
Right. The two bigger ones, like this guy Jenny was giving scratch. I think that's the one I was giving belly scratches to
I
yesterday.
think so.
The two bigger ones aren't nearly as shy as the two smaller ones. And there really is starting to be a size difference.
There is.
It's hard to see right now, but the two bigger ones are staying bigger.
You can really see it in their faces too.
Yes.
So this one's obviously one of the smaller ones. He doesn't
Yeah.
have any jowls.
And they're all the same age. I believe they're all brothers.
I think so.
I believe. And these are all intact as well. Another thing is, more than likely, when we decide they're big enough, probably we might even harvest a hare early if we're out of pork. But we'll probably be doing this ourselves.
Yeah.
With all the processing plants filled up, no dates available, no nothing for anything, we'll more than likely just take the plunge and do a pig here, especially since if we do take one a little early, it'll just be all ground probably. Rona! It'll probably just be all ground anyways. We go through a lot of ground pork.
We do.
We need to make sausages and stuff too, so if the first one, we might just take it and grind the whole thing. I know our buddy John over at our Hodgepodge Homestead told me he got good hams off of his. I think he left his pigs on a full feeder, or self feeder, kind of like what we have over there. Mm-hmm. But we have received some messages on Instagram saying that that's a huge no-no, that these guys will overeat and kill themselves. I don't know. So we're trying to figure all that out. What do you do with your American Guinea Hogs? You full feed them? You just give them scraps? I know some people just give them scraps and hay. But that is also a very long grow out period, up to a couple years. And at least for starting off here, we're not going for the long grow out. We're not going for that at all. I'm not opposed to it, especially if we started raising some. Just leaving them on hay and stuff and scraps. I'm not opposed to that at all. It makes for some fantastic pork probably. Mm-hmm. But for this batch, that is not the plan. We're getting all kinds of packages today. Now the post office is here. They just brought out like 2 or 3 boxes to hand to Jenny. What's going on? What's all this ordering stuff? Oh, our kids aren't in school, but we love seeing the school bus go by every day too. All right, we think we've identified this pig that's not feeling good, the one that we've been showing you. So Jenny is grabbing a thermometer. We're gonna take the pig's temp. We have never taken a pig's temperature before. He was up walking around, no problem. He ran over here, but we're gonna see. I think I just Googled, and between 101 and 102.5 is their normal temp. But it is a really super warm day. We got the sun's out and everything. It's an amazing day out here in November. It's in the 70s today in southern Michigan. So I would think there's a chance it could be slightly elevated from temperature is what I read, but I don't know if 70s is warm enough to actually elevate their temperature or not. But Jenny's getting our animal thermometer, and we're gonna take its temp and see. All right, here goes nothing. I don't know if we'll have this in frame good enough or not, but you want to start petting him again because you already did. 12. Yes. Yeah.
Don't let me get kicked.
By him?
Yeah.
Whoa. 104.9. Oh, goodness.
Well, I will call the vet real quick.
We're going to do an emergency call?
No, it won't be an emergency.
Why?
Because it's still within office hours.
Oh.
They'll just have to make them up.
Okay. All right, so we're going to do some research here and stuff, but Jenny's also calling the vet. We might even have a vet give us some suggestions. We have medicines and stuff here at the house, so some medicines and stuff. So we'll kind of see what that outcome is. All right, look at my beard. It's a little windy today. It is the next day. So we did have the vet out yesterday. Hopefully the microphone is blocking the wind. She basically told us that yesterday was so warm that the pig's temperatures of 104 plus wouldn't be too uncommon if they were overheating, especially we don't really have a wallow set up for them because we got them in cooler weather, so we never really set up a wallow. But obviously the one pig is not, and he is still not feeling good. These guys seem to be acting 100% normal, everything just like you saw yesterday. So he did get a wide spectrum antibiotic and took his temperature this morning while it was still dark out and cooler, although it didn't get super cool last night, and it was still 104.5. And then Jenny took it later this afternoon and it was 103.7. We're gonna take this temperature again this evening when Jenny's not home right now, so when she gets back we will take temperature again and see how it goes. We have created a wallow, a small one. Jenny says they were laying it. All of them were up and laying in it earlier today. So the pig that was kind of running in the back, I don't think that's or maybe that is the sick one. I think maybe it is the sick one. He's actually moving pretty good. Doing better than he was doing. He kind of acts like he wants some food also, which he did not want any breakfast. He did not get up for breakfast or anything. Jenny says he has been coming over drinking out of the wallow. She did see him drink out of the watering barrel also. So he is, this afternoon, if you ask me, he's acting better than this morning. Put a little food down there and see if he goes over to it. It doesn't look like he's going to. Come on, bud. Go get a little bit of food in you. Now, I also failed to pick up this name of this tablet. I will put it along the bottom. But I believe it's basically an antacid tablet. She said that might help with his stomach. Again, we believe he's the one that threw up yesterday. But we're also not 100% sure. But it kind of makes sense with him not feeling good. The vet was pretty concerned about him. He seems to be up and moving more this afternoon, but he's not eating right now. And a pig that's not eating is not good. But here he is. Going over and getting water is good, although he didn't really put forth much effort in that. So obviously you can keep up with our Instagram and Facebook. And hopefully this guy has a good outcome. Him up walking around and coming over here and playing in this mud and digging a little, that is a lot better than he was doing yesterday. Just even this right here, seeing him do this is a lot better than yesterday. He obviously doesn't have the energy or the get up and go or the will to eat like the other ones do. But the fact that he's up moving around, he is drinking water. I wish I could see him eat. He also did not eat breakfast this morning, and I don't know if Jenny tried giving them some food this afternoon. I might try to, when I come take his temperature later this evening, I might try to mix up something a little special for him to nibble on a little. See if he'll nibble on it. I like seeing him rooting. This is tons more activity than this morning or last night. And obviously the cows over there are very concerned about the pigs over here. Actually, they're not. They're just wondering if I'm going to go feed them their dinner yet. It's pretty early for their dinner, so I'm not going to. So yeah, keep an eye on our social media stuff, Instagram especially, and we will try to bring you guys some updates on what's going on with these guys. But this was a video. This was going to be a video just of introduction to the pigs, but I'm glad we did this video. Look at this wind is doing some cool stuff here. I'm glad we did this video because that brought us out here yesterday, and that got us to find this sick guy right here. I could never be a weather person. This sick guy right there. All right, I came back here just a little while later and he's put himself back to bed. Poor guy. What was it, last year we lost 3 or 4 piglets due to some respiratory stuff, but the vet didn't, like I said, the vet didn't really hear any respiratory stuff in here. Anyways, thanks guys. Thanks for stopping by seeing this video. Hopefully everything turns out good for this piggy. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and comments on what you may think. The vet also did listen to respiratory, and she said she maybe heard something in there, but she wasn't really too convinced on that. Man, look at the sideways beard. That's awesome. Huh. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching the video. You got any thoughts or comments? I'd love to hear it. One person on Instagram said, especially with the antibiotic that was given to him, did I mention that? He was given a wide spectrum antibiotic. to feed yogurt, which I think is a great idea. I think feeding some yogurt or something along those lines for the probiotics and stuff would be a great thing for that guy. So I think we are gonna do that. So anyways, thanks a lot. Have a great day. Keep an eye on Instagram. If that guy's feeling better or doesn't feel better, we will let you know.